All right. I think we're back.
Hey, I can hear myself again.
Check.
Yeah, I
You
can
hear
still
yourself before?
I know. We were just talking.
Can you hear us on the cell phone too? That's the question.
Yeah, we tried it out and you can hear.
I don't know. It's still loading. Now it's
Hello?
back. Oh, you want me to check?
I'm going to ask the listeners at home.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear myself again.
That is delayed.
Yeah.
That's delayed. All right.
never
We're
figure
back,
out.
guys. Sorry about that. Took about 45 minutes to clear that up.
Good job.
Was it the hard reset?
Yeah, no, actually it was. I was just pushing buttons. Got nervous.
And that you finally just did it.
Leave it at that.
Nice. So we have no idea what happened or how to
Nope.
fix it next time that happens.
We're letting James not touch things before the show.
No, I'm gonna touch things anytime I get a chance to.
I will say that is
a prerequisite now. I touch everything before I do the show.
No.
All right, now we're back.
All right.
Sorry about that,
I
guys.
do have a couple questions for you though, since we're halfway through the show.
No, we're more than halfway through the show.
So my questions are. Now I have a lot. So
Wait, who are these questions to?
for you.
Oh, for me. All right. I thought we were still
No,
grilling James on the,
I'm
on the
not gonna drill
questions
James
of the. Okay, good.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
shoot.
not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna drill him on it.
Well, you know, my goal is to
feels
see
bad.
you two fight tonight.
He feels,
And I feel like this is a really good starting point.
Somebody's gonna get booed.
yeah. I'll get booed, but at least I'll have my point across. But
Here's one from me. Oh, man, it didn't even work. Yeah.
So
I don't care.
I'll boo. Boo.
I don't care. He already feels bad enough.
All right. Don't feel bad.
So-
I don't feel bad. Not at all.
So my question is to you, Mike. When you were growing up, did you always want to play music? I'll go with that.
Well, I guess it depends on where you start. You know, I started out singing in the church.
Oh,
you
did you?
know, First Church of God over there on Niles Avenue.
Yeah.
Early, you know, just doing like musicals and stuff, and I think that probably ingrained a little bit of the love of music, you know, in me. And I think I started. I wrote my first song on the piano. I remember that. I don't remember exactly what age. Maybe it was like 10 or 11. We had a piano in our house, so I was always just kind of playing around with that. And I wrote this song. I don't even know if I knew the chords, but no, it wasn't 10. I was probably like 12 or 13, and I was at a youth group retreat at Warren Camp, I think it was. And I like wrote this song, and it was about like Jesus and my youth leader, his name was Chris Spitters, and he kind of helped cultivate my music. He taught me kind of the guitar and stuff because he played guitar, you know. But yeah, this was before I picked up the guitar. He heard me play this song on the piano, and I had these lyrics, and he was like, you know, that's really good, Mike. And so he encouraged me to perform for the youth group.
Yeah.
And that was like, in my memory, that was the first song that I wrote. And then soon after that, I picked up the guitar. So I guess around like age 13, I started writing music, or at least I don't want to say writing music, but playing music, playing the guitar.
I do remember you being in a couple bands early when you were in middle school and high school and stuff like that.
So do you remember the name of the first band?
Oh, Joe, putting you to the test.
I know.
Does James remember? Because James was down there.
Yeah. I don't remember at all.
Oh man, honest. See, you guys didn't even do your homework.
There's so many bands I've seen that I knew you weren't in that one.
So the first band was called Steamboat Willie, and then we dropped the Willie because it was a Mickey Mouse thing, and you know it was a Disney thing. Steamboat Willie was and then so we dropped the Willie to just Steamboat, and that was high school. We started playing in middle school, and then by high school we were playing in places like Czars and stuff.
Oh,
you
really?
know? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's when the youth clubs down. Open up.
Well, yeah, but even I remember they'd put X's on my hands.
Oh, they did.
And we played down there. Like Tom made a kind of an exception for us. Yeah. And so
you brought a good crowd.
We did. I mean, yeah.
Because it's everybody from probably your age when you were getting your hand stamped to everybody that knew before you, and because you guys are playing everywhere from there to Kalamazoo.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, in high school, not so much.
No,
but in high school is Steamboat, and that was with Brad Cook on the bass.
Yeah.
He's a professor now in Chicago.
I know.
Devin Lesneski on the drums.
Yep.
He's an echocardiologist in California.
Really?
Yep. And then Jason Singleton. Jason Singleton was a year older than us. He graduated in '97, and he's I think he's doing like GPS mapping in Montana.
Man.
And then that was the four of us.
Yeah.
And then Steamboat, kind of dissolved, but we put out a record. And then after high school, everybody kind of went their separate ways. And then I moved to Kalamazoo and went to Western. KVCC first, then went to Western. You guys want to hear about all this? Am I doing a good job?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of intrigued.
Okay. So, went to Kalamazoo and started a band called Fluent Blue. And we got this house in Kalamazoo while I was going to KVCC, and it was me and Jason Singleton shared that house. Devin tried to stay there for a little while, but he was too high maintenance. So he couldn't handle like a college house, like where people are like eating your food in the fridge and stuff. He'd freak out.
One of the things I can't see that about him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Devin is
high school.
Devin is the coolest guy ever, but he's very particular about stuff. I mean, like I remember like growing up, and because we'd always practice at his house on Forest Street, and it's beautiful house right on Forest Street, brick road and stuff. And that's where we always practice because he's the drummer, so you got to practice at the drummer's house.
Yeah.
And his mom would always come down and encourage us, and she'd always like dance while we were playing and just make us feel like we were doing something good and worthwhile. Right. And that really helped a lot. And but he was a particular dude because I remember he would get mad at us if we handled the Coca-Cola bottle like too rough. Because the fizz, it would ruin the CO2. He's like, this stuff is expensive. This is good Coke. You can't or like if we put the cap on not tight enough. I don't know. He was really particular about his Coke, and then you can imagine how he was in college.
God, I can't see that out of him though, because I remember him in high school and everything else, and I do remember the one time you guys played at
Czars?
No, a variety show in high school.
Oh yeah. That was our legendary variety show. People still ask about that.
Really?
Oh, I mean, or at least like remind me, like you guys remember when you did variety show? So James, I don't know if you were aware of legendary variety show performance.
No, that's funny that you say that.
What, Cashman?
Me remembering you, I remember you playing just about everywhere. Everybody was always talking about you and your musical talent. And it was hard to even, I don't know, actually have a conversation with you at some point in my time.
Well, because you were busy bartending, right?
Yeah.
And I'm busy playing, and we're kind of coming and going. But I always remember you staple behind the bar at Czars, and always like you, because you understood if I'm up there, I'm probably like coming and going really quick, so I gotta get. So it's like I don't know, just little things like that. Like you appreciated that, and you were just like, "Yep, what do you need?" Boom,
right.
And then, but you're, James. He was like, "You're a master behind the bar, dude." That's an art form. That's an art form in itself.
A long time of practice.
Seriously,
actually, I was showing him pictures of himself. About 15 years, 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
20 pounds lighter.
All of us, man. Trust me. It's hard. It's hard to look back on those.
Stop showing that picture.
Make me feel old.
Make me look bad.
But so that was like the start of it. And then from Kalamazoo, I played in this band called Fluent Blue, and that was with Jason Singleton and then some cats that we met up there in Kalamazoo, and we put out a record, put out 2 CDs, and I did a little touring. We went to Colorado one week. That was cool.
Yeah.
It was that's a whole story. Trying to tour in Colorado with your band. I don't even know how we got those gigs, but we had ended up staying on we were promised like a hotel room, and these gigs. Well, luckily, at least the gigs panned out. Like the gigs were there, but the lodging
Motel 6.
was not even was a guy's floor, and like the whole band, and not even like a nice house, like an apartment.
Who set all that
up? My drummer.
Okay.
Again, the drummer. Always goes back to the drummer.
You guys give him a death stare.
Man, at that point, it was just like whatever. We're out here in Colorado.
They're partying it up in Colorado and having to playing music like they wanted to.
It was kind of fun. I was young, so you can do that. See, music is a young man's game, though. It's really, I don't think there's a lot of people that rise up to a level
25, 26.
I think that's probably close to your cutoff. I mean, with the way music environment is now, I suppose you could go viral. Like you could put out a song and go viral, like that Oliver Anthony guy. Although I think he's pretty young too.
Yeah.
So at this point, I just play music locally, or when I can, when we go up north, and I play up there because we got some property up there, So, but from Kalamazoo came then the band Fluent Blue kind of stopped, right? Like, because that Colorado trip pretty much ruined us. After the Colorado trip, we were like, guys, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
What are we doing with our lives? We're staying on some crackhead's apartment floor out in Colorado. Got paid $500, almost got in an accident in Iowa type thing. So it's like, okay, so that band broke up, and then we started Pura Vida. And Pura Vida was a really fun band. That's probably the one that a lot of people know us about. We did that band for about 3 or 4 years, or maybe even longer. And because Devin, at that point, he had moved back into town. And so it was me, Devin, and then Josh Bolt, who plays in my band right now. Me, Devin, Josh Bolt. The guitar player was Josh Bolt. And then, so from there, Rockin' Czars and all a bunch of other places. Pure Vida was fun.
Yeah.
Mark Schilling played percussion.
Yeah.
So
I love playing those.
Yeah, bongos.
Yeah, bongos. I still play bongos here and there.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
do you always,
I
played the bongos. You played the
skin flip.
No,
close to it.
Recorder.
The recorder.
We always said that you need a good recorder.
The recorder is good.
The lowest form of entertainment possible. Hot cross buns.
Yeah. I always remember the recorder. Yeah, there's
that's
like
all he said.
3 songs in my mind that will never go away.
That's what he said. He's a new good recorder person.
Oh man, yeah, I'll play it.
That's good to know, James. I might need that.
You never know, man. I might come in handy. And on the recorder. Can you imagine?
You'd probably get the biggest standing. I mean, like everybody out the whole night would be crickets, and then
hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns. You could put a beat to that, actually.
Yeah, probably. Could.
It's probably some children's music. That's a good idea. Maybe I should do that.
I need to bring a recorder and see if you could just play it one day.
That's actually if I
put me on the spot like that right now. It's been a while since I played it, but I'm sure I can remember.
Oh, I'll let you practice.
If I would have known, I would have brought that. Well, I got one at home.
You do, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, put me to the test. Put my feet to the fire.
I have actually. We always like to ask questions to musical people. So, what is your top 3 musical person that inspired you to be who you are?
I knew you were going to ask something like this.
We always do.
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
You only get 3 people.
I get 3 people to say that I like now, or that inspired me to start.
From here out, could be anybody.
Oh God, that's tough. Yeah. I had a hard time with this because there was a Facebook thing that was going around. It was like a year ago. It was like every day post your top 10 albums, and then you tag someone, and then they had to do it. It was kind of like, and it was going around. So someone tagged me, and I think I have a hard time with seen through with those kind of challenges, but I think I made it.
Yeah.
So that kind of reminds me of that. So man, that's tough. But like, I'll tell you, the first album that I really liked at like 12 or 13 was Boyz II Men. I loved End of the Road. And my wife and I were just talking about that on a hike. We were like, remember End of the Road? Oh, that song hit so good.
Everybody knew
it. Everybody knew it.
That whole album was awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that, like, I don't know. There was something about that whole album, and that guy was like, "Oh yeah, baby, all those times." Jace, you can do a great job of that. But you know, so I mean, Boyz II Men was great. And then like I really remember like Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Everything I do, I do it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that song hit.
Robin Hood,
yeah, the Robin Hood
yeah,
soundtrack.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't be caught dead playing the music now. No one would come out and see me. But like as a kid, you know, that made an impression.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My brother turned me on to Led Zeppelin in high school. That kind of changed a lot. And then he showed me The Wall, and then I had traumatic PTSD for a couple of years. You know, that was weird trying to process The Wall.
Yeah.
Trying to, as a young kid, trying to process The Wall.
That
Was a lot to take in. I had nightmares, but now it's a work of art.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Led Zeppelin like kind of opened my eyes in high school. And then Neil Young really got me like, oh my God, acoustic music. Because I do a lot of acoustic music. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Neil Young's my man. Like Neil Young and the way he plays the harmonica and his songwriting, like some people can't stand his voice. You either love it or you hate it.
I wasn't expecting you to say
yeah.
Neil Young.
So Neil Young was one of my and definitely like one of my big ones growing up. I mean, Santana growing up, like 18. I'm talking like high school, like when you're really kind of you're starting to think about what kind of music. That's what I wanted to think about. What kind of musician did I want to be?
Right.
Bob Marley. I mean, that was the big juxtaposition for me, because here I am, this white boy in Michigan that just totally identifies with reggae, you know? Yeah. And because I don't know if you remember Pura Vida, and even right now, the music that I love to play, I play a lot of reggae music, you know, and I like it. It makes me feel good. I feel like I sound okay doing it. And so I write a lot of reggae music. Like that's like some of to me, like the most natural music. But I had like a really like kind of like, I still have it, like a kind of an identity crisis. Like, what am I doing? Is this okay? Yeah. But there's tons of different types of people that play reggae music, you know, like it's music. It's music, you know.
It does something to you. The reggae music does something to a person. Yeah,
it's happy beat. It's uplifting.
Yeah.
It really does fill the soul. Yeah, I mean, and Czar's doing those reggae nights. That was some of the best times.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bob Marley made a huge impression on me too.
Redemption song's my favorite.
I love Redemption song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
But then I found, and so now kind of fast forward, like Paul Simon, and anybody that really knows me knows I love Paul Simon. I mean, my band did a whole tribute show 2 years ago at the Livery.
Yeah.
And that was like a super fun night. I mean, we brought in lights. We called it the Paul Simon dance party, you know, and some people like will cover like a whole album.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. But we just picked like some of his best tunes in our opinion, you know? And so we did that at the Livery. So Paul Simon to me helps, like he gives me an idea of maybe what I could be, you know, because he's like a folky singer-songwriter. But then he also plays like African music and reggae. Like his music holds no bounds, you know.
The whole album.
That's you know, if I had to choose one person that I want to aspire to be, it would be Paul Simon.
That's awesome, actually.
There's a long answer to your question.
That's all right.
That's all right, dude.
But Paul Simon was one of my favorites of when he was Simon and Garfunkel. Oh,
you like Garfunkel?
I liked actually Paul Simon, but I like the group Simon and Garfunkel because of the music they did bring out.
Some beautiful music
when they
together.
did bring it out,
Yes.
But then I like Paul Simon just by himself because it makes me think of my grandfather that passed away because he always jammed out on his pontoon boat with Rhythm of the Saints.
Yeah, that's one of his best. So this was your grandfather? You said?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had some good taste because a lot of people go to Graceland, which Graceland is great.
Like
Graceland is great, but Rhythm of the Saints came right after, and a lot of the Paul Simon like true fans say that Rhythm of the Saints was the album.
It was
good for him. That's cool. I wish I knew you
because it hit everything.
Yeah,
and it was like you said, the African beat, and it had everything in there and everything else, and we were just jamming away on this pontoon boat going up and down the channel.
Nice,
and just jamming away.
Good memories.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah. My other actually questions were, of all the bands that you're in, which one was your favorite?
Well, that's tough. That's a tough one too. He doesn't give what do they call them, puff pieces, putter. He doesn't give me any softballs.
Well, actually, I would have in the last 45 minutes, but
we got to get into it, right? Because we only have. Well,
sorry guys,
man. Everyone had its own time and place, and so I mean, honestly, man, I can't honestly say that one was my favorite. You know, I have reasons why each one was awesome.
That's a good
answer. I would say, well, I will say the one that I'm in now, such a unique name, Mike Struwin Band, which I struggled with that big time.
Really?
I struggle with that name, but it is what it is.
You didn't like it?
I don't know. I don't want my name. We came up with a bunch of other different names, and the band was like, whatever you want to do, man.
You know what? J.R. Clark said the same thing.
I know, but the funny thing is, I like your statement with, "Well, you don't like your man name? It's his name."
Well, no, but it's a good question.
I know.
I don't, and anybody that knows me will be like, "Yeah, you." It feels like a lot of pressure, and especially with the band that I'm in now. Yeah. I write the tunes and I help kind of produce the music. But the guys in my band now really add. It would be nothing without them, because they add their own element to it. So, I mean, I really enjoyed the band that I play with now, first and foremost, because we're all like just really good friends. Well, my other bands were like that too. But yeah,
you grew up with the other ones.
I did, and we're great friends too. But so that's the thing, man. It's just everyone's been awesome. But this band's really cool because we're all kind of at the same place in our lives right now. Like, there's nobody that's like Balzerker, like trying to go out and party after every show. Like, we're all have like families, and our wives are friends. So everything just works out really well. And musically, this band is really good.
So what do you like doing better? The acoustic type stuff a little bit more, or being in the band and jamming away?
Again, man, both have their place. I'd love playing with the band. It's a lot more work sometimes.
Yeah.
And then again, it isn't, but sometimes it's pretty easy just setting up your acoustic guitar and just playing, but it's pretty fun to be able to vibe off someone else. You know what I mean?
Sorry, we got actually.
Do we have some technical difficulties again?
We have a prop to you. I've heard you do some reggae sounds awesome. And that's coming from Juke Joint 347.
I don't know who that is, but thank you, man.
Yeah, we have people watching.
So he's saying that he's heard some of the reggae music.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I enjoy playing it.
We were talking about albums that you like. Name 5 albums you can listen to front to back.
Oh no!
Wow, front to back.
Yeah.
How about
5 albums?
Well,
can you break it down to maybe 3?
There's plenty of music out there.
There is.
I know that's.
You said Boys to Men.
I could listen to that whole album, probably,
yeah.
But it's a good question because I am an avid record collector. I mean, I have vinyl. It's kind of a sickness. I have over 500 at home, and to me, it is all about the album. Especially in a day and age where it's like, it's all about the singles and the downloads, which is cool, whatever. But for me, if you can put out an album that's coherent, and has a full vibe front to back, A and B.
Body of good work.
Yes.
Man. I don't know if I can answer.
That's a tough one. I mean, Pink Floyd's got some great music, right? And they have concept albums.
Yeah.
So I mean, The Wall, heck yeah. If I had the time and enough beer and weed, I could probably watch. I'm just kidding. But probably The Wall would be one of them. Yeah. I would say, oh man, who I really love right now is Billy Strings. Anybody that knows me is like, no, I'm crazy. So like his album Home is amazing. That's like a double discer. So I could definitely listen to Billy Strings Home front to back.
Oh, yeah.
I listen to The Wall. I could definitely listen to Neil Young, actually Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. 4-Way Street, their live 4-Way Street album. That's like a two discer.
Wow.
But that's a great one. So that's 3 of them.
That's 3.
That's pretty good.
That's right off the bat.
Looking at Bob Marley, I mean, there's so many I could listen to. Bob Marley's
We got 3 there.
jamming.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is Juke Joint is J.R. Clark.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
What up, JR?
Yeah.
I've seen JR play.
Yeah. He said Mike's a great singer.
Dude.
Giving you.
Thanks, bro. Ask him when he's playing next. I want to come.
Actually, he just played Friday at the Livery.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I missed. I see. I always miss the good shows.
Yeah, he just played Friday at the Livery.
Right on.
I'm gonna go off of yours, but I want you to answer. At least give us 3.
3 off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that question back at you.
Right back at you. And this isn't a desert island. There's other music.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what. From a rap standpoint, the Chronic, the first one.
Dr. Dre?
From the front to back.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Heck yeah.
I can listen to Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
I got that one. That one is good.
Front to back.
Heck yeah.
And my third. It's probably a hip hop artist you guys probably haven't heard of, but Redman.
Yeah,
I know.
Isn't
he reggae?
No rap.
No, he's rap.
Okay. Who am I thinking?
What album was it? It was the oh man, I forget the album, but it was one album that took me through some bad times.
That's kind of cool. You have a story on it.
Listen to that thing front to back,
and it just helps put your mind at
every
ease.
song hits. I think it was his last big album he had. I can't think of it. It'll come to me.
It's Redman though?
Yeah,
I'm not checking
out. He's out of New Jersey. He's one of my favorite artists, rap artists of all time. So.
Oh, I'm thinking Yellow Man.
Yeah.
There's a dude named Yellow Man who's a rapper or who is a reggae.
Yeah.
But he's like albino black.
Yeah.
And he's very like shocking to look at. You're like, whoa. Because like his hair is like blonde.
Yeah.
But he can sing.
I have an albino cousin. And it's one of those things that, especially when I was younger.
Yeah.
You look like us, but you're different color. You know what I mean? He had an afro in the whole 9 yards. He wore thick glasses though.
Did he have red eyes?
No. His eyes were
blue.
Hazel.
Wow.
No,
he probably gets a lot of girls. He probably gets a lot of girls.
Well, yeah, he did at one point.
Yeah.
He did at one point. He's older.
We all did at one point.
Yeah,
right? We say that at least.
But he was a cool guy, man. That's one of my favorite cousins.
Nice.
We were like the misfits of all the cousins. Yeah.
Partners in crime.
Yeah. He was cool. Well, yeah, those are the 3 albums I could listen to.
Right.
What about you, Joe?
I would do probably the Beatles. Any of them actually. It doesn't really matter on that one.
I forgot about the Beatles.
Yeah, see, it's so.
I would do. Isley Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And
what do they sing? Remind me. Which one of their songs?
Isley Brothers.
Isley. Yeah.
Isley Brothers. And probably the last one for me, Led Zeppelin.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Any of them.
What songs are on there?
I like
See, he kind of skirted the question though.
Cashmere, Immigrant Song.
Artist, but not album.
Yeah. I said artists because all of them are good.
Yeah, they are.
Just can't pick
so
one.
I like Zeppelin songs remain the same. That's probably one of my favorite.
But
I remember now.
Yeah.
Red Gone Wild.
Red Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's the name of the album.
Nice. I'll just name artists because that's what I would want. Any of it, you could just listen to front to back. I had to think of something I would want to listen to front to back. And
front to back.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything.
No, that was the one.
Okay. That's only
say that. Either one, no matter what.
Either one. All those I can listen to front to back. So
yeah.
So what made you pick up harmonica?
I think out of necessity.
Oh, really? Because
I got to go back to Neil Young. I mean, he played that 4-Way Street, that album 4-Way Street. Neil Young playing harmonica on that kind of sold me. Yeah, and then it's it's kind of. It definitely lends itself to a guitar and you can make a fuller sound. So yeah,
because I watch you sometimes and I watch a couple of professionals do. How hard is it to have that thing connected to you and sing and everything else?
Yeah,
I always want to ask someone that.
Man, it's just one of those things you get used to.
You ever hit the mic
oh,
stand and knock it over?
There's been some ridiculous bloopers, through the years.
All of a sudden you turn just wrong and
all the time, shit over. Dude, all the time. Yeah, like the holder will go loose, and then all of a sudden it's limp, and then you're up there like, oh no, my harmonica's limp, and then so it's just or that it flips out, or the worst is when your whiskers get caught in it. That's the worst. Pulls, and then and then you suck in your hair.
Oh man!
And I'm telling you, those harmonicas are not cheap, not cheap at all. $40 for a good one, and you can't skimp on a harmonica. You got to get the good ones.
Who's that? Which? And Morgan's band is. I'm trying to think.
Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie.
She plays harp.
Yeah.
I mean, she's getting good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean the chick that was sitting right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she plays great harmonica.
I remember a couple of years ago when she first started picking them up, and she was like, "How do you do that?" It's like, "Well,
how can you tell harmonicas which one's the better one and the crappy one?"
Well, price always is it lends itself, but so the brand you want to go through brand, but I guess sound wise and playing wise, a cheap harmonica, it just doesn't project. And you don't have the same pull and draw, and you can't get the right sound. It just sounds weak and cheap. And then you get those you buy one for $10, and that's cheap. And then you get like a Hohner or a big or like a Bluesman or whatever, and then you just draw on that, and you're just like, it just makes your job easier. Just like a guitar, man. Get a cheap guitar and put me up in front of people. It's gonna sound like crap.
How many guitars do you have?
I have quite a few, but I play my Taylor acoustic guitar all the time. Yeah. And that would, if you were to see me play, you'd think that I only have one guitar, because I play that thing, I mean, you probably haven't seen it, but that thing is looking like Willie Nelson's guitar. It's beat up, worn out. Yeah. I've had it serviced so many times. But it sounds good still, and so I'm just going with it.
The one that you play at Rybel's? Right?
Yeah. I play that one all the time. Yeah. But I got a lot of electric guitars at home. People just sometimes like a neighbor last summer moved away and gave me his guitar. I don't even know what to do with it. You guys could use a guitar hanging up here. Actually, maybe that'd be kind of cool. In studio guitar.
It would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Find a good spot for it.
Yeah,
right up there.
I like your posters.
Right up
there. Although that one cracked me up. Tonight's the night you fight with your dad. My lord, and I had that stuff for the first time a couple years ago.
Isn't it horrible?
It is terrible. Yes. But then it's one of those things where you just crave it.
I don't
ever.
Never.
Even if you're want to punish yourself.
Have I had it?
You guys need a studio Malort session.
Have I ever had it?
Steve, go ahead and get us some Malort, dude. Do we have time?
No,
crap.
I can't. I have to wait.
You just drank yesterday.
But that's Sunday. That's church Sunday.
All right. Next time I come on the show,
a little more.
Next time I come on the show, can we do a full Malort night?
We do a little Malort night.
Little Malort. Do you have a policy on drinking and podcasting?
No, not at all.
I'm drinking a bottle of wine right now if I could.
We polish off a lot of liquor here. Some of the bottles behind this stuff is holding things up.
Nice.
Empty.
Nice.
We've done some work here. We had a guy.
Hey, where'd my tequila bottle go?
Was it Round Barn Distillery?
Yeah.
Dude brought us all kinds of stuff, man. It was a night that, oh my God, how am I going to get home?
That's the kind of guests you need. You don't need lowly musicians that all they do is bring you their kids' book and some espresso beans. You want the owners of these fabulous restaurants. Yeah, Rittenhouse, Rye. You want people that are going to bring you the good stuff.
We got this from Brady Cohn that owns actually manages the inn. And he tapped his own. He tapped his own whiskey.
Straight rye, right? It's good. Yeah. Private barrel.
Yeah, that's. He said that there's only a couple of those out, and he gave us one.
Man, I don't know. That looks a little.
We're never gonna
scary. Yeah,
it's sketchy.
Yeah, it looks. Okay.
He's gonna have these at when the Planks opens back up.
Oh boy. Okay. Planks is closed.
Yeah, right now they're remodeling.
Oh, I had no idea.
They have a speakeasy now. Where'd the tequila bottle go?
Tequila bottle.
James drank it.
No. Tequila bottle.
I haven't touched it.
I haven't touched it.
Well, here, you put this. I'm gonna finish this off. You put this here.
You sure, Joe? You didn't touch it?
No, it's not here. It's up there.
Is it up front?
No. Someone took our tequila bottle.
Scott.
Who's the last? Hold on, you passed it to somebody to let them see it.
Where'd our tequila bottle
I
go?
forgot where.
I gotta watch that video.
Backtrack. Got to backtrack.
Oh wait, there it is.
See, I knew it was there.
That's on the
You
other.
see
Let's
it?
not make this a big deal now.
Well, unless he's gonna crack it.
Nope, that's not it. Yeah, it's not there. That's weird.
It's in my.
Yeah. Shit.
I think you took it home.
No. No, I'm mad.
You have a key.
I'm mad. I'm mad. Someone took our tequila bottle.
That's not cool.
So I actually have my other question is, with your singing job, what is your day job? You said you mentioned it.
Yeah. I am a speech therapist. Speech language
It's not what I thought.
pathologist.
I really didn't think when you said you're a teacher, I didn't think you're a speech teacher.
Yes, speech teacher. Yep. So I've been doing that.
Cool.
I've been doing that for 11 years. I mentioned how I went to Western, right?
Yeah.
So I started off at Western and thought I'd go in for teaching, get a teaching degree. So I got my teaching degree, and then I lived out in Portland, Oregon for a little bit, and I was subbing out there, and that's where I learned about speech therapy, because all schools usually have a speech therapist. And so it seemed like a pretty good gig, like you have like the smaller groups, you don't have to do a whole classroom management. And I love working with kids, but and also I liked how in the profession of speech therapy, you learn about your voice and you learn about good voice health. Not that I adhere to that all the time, but there's a lot of different aspects of speech and language and the pathology, right?
Yeah.
And so you can like work in the hospitals, you can work in the schools, you can focus in on voice, you can focus in on articulation, stuttering, fluency. You're working technically kids with special needs, and the needs range, from not very much just a kid that has some articulation difficulties to maybe a kid that's on the autism spectrum. And so I really enjoy it. Yep. So that's what I do during the school year. And spring break starts this Thursday. So I'm definitely excited for that, man. I got a week of spring break coming up. And that's what I love about the teacher schedule, the school schedule, because you got
the summers off.
All
the holidays.
the holidays.
You get paid for the whole year.
You got snow days. We got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you can opt to either get paid 22 times or 28 times, So I learned the hard way to space it out and get paid throughout the school year. Otherwise, you're like, struggling in the summertime. But during the summertime, I don't take a break, as far as keeping busy, because I'm playing all the time.
Yeah.
And every year I like, why am I doing this? I'm playing too much. It just feels like I'm too busy at times. Like I don't get to go see J.R. Clark play at the Livery because I'm always have a gig.
Right.
But of course, I enjoy it. And the way I figure, I'm 46 years old. If people still want to hear me play and a place wants to hire me, like I'm going to do this for as long as someone's going to pay me to do it.
Right.
Because it's probably going to come a point where like, okay, dude,
get out of here.
Like I'm going to be playing at
How long have you
Applebee's.
been playing?
Since,
as far as getting paid.
Probably man, I wish I knew my first gig I got paid. But definitely like 18
years.
Yep. And then you just kind of find your niche. The glasses weren't cool, were they? Just throwing me off. Scott, were they cool?
I was wondering how long you're gonna have it.
Huh? It's cool. Okay, I'll do it for a little bit while all Joe can think about is the tequila.
I'm kind of
He's not even there. Tequila. I'm like talking to him the whole time, and his eyes are just thinking about the tequila.
I'm trying to think where the
dude,
hell
I'll buy you the tequila.
Wow, that was a gift.
You
from
invite me
us.
on your show.
It was
You
a
ask
gift
me
from
these
us.
questions, and then you think about the tequila.
Still looking over there.
I'm pissed because I'm thinking it misplaced. I'm more pissed off about it.
Why would? Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah. Can I have your attention, please?
Because I want to say
We have company.
we have company.
Bruh,
Sorry.
you hurt my feelings. And I was going to say that the worst thing in the world is not the worst thing, because I've learned you can't take it personally.
This is for Joe. Oh, I can't even hear that now.
Ah,
The boo.
Yeah.
good,
Boo.
good.
Hey, don't mess with James.
Don't touch it.
James, just look. Can we just go with that?
All right. Fair enough.
You're playing with it.
You're still touching it.
I was just making sure.
Okay.
Well,
It is disheartening. It is disheartening when you're playing, though, and this happens. You know, when you're playing, you feel like nobody's listening.
Really.
You really question your life choices.
Do you get that when you're playing acoustic when no
Oh,
one?
yeah. Yep.
Do you still play when there's only like maybe 6, 7, or 3 people up there watching you? Anyway.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do? Just say, okay, well, there's not enough people here, so
Do you play what?
screw you guys. You're not important enough.
No, I meant. Do you play whatever you want to hear, or do you still take?
It depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm the older I get, the more curmudgeon I have become when it comes to taking requests and stuff.
Stop touching it.
I can't help it.
Yeah, you can.
I had a really bad weekend a couple weeks ago with that, playing at a place. I told a lady to
Really?
yeah, because I was playing at one of my favorite spots, and usually it's a summer joint in Saugatuck.
Yeah.
It's called Wally's.
Oh,
Place is
I like
super
Wally's.
fun, man.
Yeah.
Super fun. And during the summertime, that
Great
place gets
town.
crazy packed. You know, I think, one night the band, and usually it's the band that plays there. Sometimes I do solo stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's very typical in one night to have like 7 bachelorette parties, 5 bachelor parties. But the thing is especially, well, I'd say even the bachelors too, but those parties, they're so entitled. And I'm not trying to make any enemies, but as a bartender, they come in and they think they're running the place, and wait on them hand and foot, and that goes to music too.
Oh, yeah.
And a couple weeks ago, I was playing at Wally's, having a good time, just doing solo stuff. And this group of middle-aged women, they were celebrating a 50-year birthday party. I was like, all right, cool. They're like, you play some dance stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll do what I can, like I'll play what I know. So I played the Brown Eyed Girl, and I played some like dancey Paul Simon songs, and they liked that. But then they kept like asking for more and more, and then I'm not a jukebox. People don't so it's like I really feel like, I don't know, the expectations are off a little bit with some people. Some people just don't even have some people don't know the musical etiquette. You know what I mean? Like they have no idea what is appropriate and how to behave at a live show. I mean, and it's all over the place, and I think it's at every level, so I can't beat myself up too much. But my son just went to it's like his first big concert. He just went to see Sam Barber. Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Sam Barber. He's a country young kid. Yeah, I think that's his name. He loves him. Good. It was at a big venue in Grand Rapids at the Monroe Center. And he went to this show. He said thousands of people there. And he said someone in front of him was yelling out, "Play Freebird."
That always, that always happens.
What kind of douchebag? And they think they're being funny. And it's like, okay, I can kind of say, okay, fine, if I'm up there playing, like, okay, you're going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Usually when someone says that to me, my response is, oh, that sounds like about $100, and then it usually shuts them up.
Has anybody ever paid you $100?
Oh yeah. I've got a couple. Yeah. It's great.
And they tip you $100 just to play
Freebird. I think I've got $100 off Freebird one time in South Haven. Yeah. I got $300 one time at Casey's in New Buffalo for playing Jimmy Buffett.
Really?
Like 3 Jimmy Buffett songs. Yeah, the guy was trying to impress everybody though. And so he was like, here's this and here's this, But
Thank you.
yeah, I'll take it. I'll do the best I can.
Oh yeah.
So But yeah, the yelling free, like this is to the people that are listening, and your listeners probably already know this because they're probably an intelligent crowd. But it's never okay to yell Freebird at a show.
You hear it, so I hear it when I'm working. Like we have a band at the Sandbar.
Yeah.
And somebody they stop playing Freebird.
The funny thing is when they do that, I've heard people acoustic wise say, I need a drummer for that.
Yeah.
I think that's one excuse.
I need a drummer for that.
That's a nice way of saying, hey, buddy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I need a drummer. I can play the guitar part. I need a drummer.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't play it.
The guitar part's the hardest part. There's like 3 guitars in that song. So I don't know. It's cool though. It's just hard. So yeah, sometimes it can be hard when you feel like people aren't like. It's not like I'm not like Rodney Dangerfield. It's like I want some respect to tell you. You know, you don't need that. It's not like that. It's just like some common courtesy, man. You know, just common courtesy. And so this lady in Saugatuck was like. Came up while I was playing a song in the middle of the song, came up to the quote unquote stage and sat there and tried to ask me a question in the middle of me singing a song. Right now, it's not like I take myself that seriously and it was that big of a performance, but that's kind of like a barrier. Like, what, can you wait till I finish?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so she comes up and she stands right next to me and she tries to ask me a question. And in her mind, she probably thinks that I'm going to stop what I'm doing and listen to her and be like, okay, ma'am, how can I help you? And no, I like knew that that's what she was expecting. So I played extra loud and extra long. And I just like riffed on this solo, you know, and I made it as nasty and just, you know, annoying as possible.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to play all the wrong notes, you know, just to like piss her off. And she, you know, finally, but she stood there the whole time. She wouldn't leave. So finally I got done with the song and it was about that time anyways. I was like, thanks everybody. I'm going to take a short little break. I'll be back in a bit. And then I turned to her and she looks at me and she goes, you guys are great, but, and that but right there, I put my finger up in her face. I said, I don't want to hear it. Usually I can like take it, you know, but I was like, I don't want to hear it. You don't come up here. And I told her off. Yeah. And usually I'm like, not like that. But like I said, I'm getting older and I'm kind of getting grumpy. And I'm like the old guy, get off my grass and show me some respect. I tell you. Like, yeah. So anyways, I told her, it's like, you don't do that, you know? And then I just walked away and she's like, oh. And I told the bartender about it. He's like, do you want me to get her out of here? I was like, no, nothing like that.
I think when you get to a certain age, you'll test what you can say just because, hey, what
are they going to do? Right. What happens. When you get older, you're exactly right, James. When you get older, you're a little more, you have more confidence in your whatever it is you're feeling and pissed about it. I mean, when I was younger, I used to never complain at restaurants. You know, I would never, like the waiter, the waitress, like did something, I wouldn't say much. I find myself complaining now sometimes.
You should see his eyes, or you should see how he reacts.
I know.
When someone asks for a drink, and
no, it's you when you.
No, it's
a difference, Joe.
Well, no, when I saw you like over the weekend, it's hilarious. Since I'm sober, I watched him. Says, "Can everybody give me the order?" Also, I like this. What do you guys want? And he goes gets a drink and comes back. I like this drink. Can I get it all? Whoa, what do you guys want? And he goes gets that drink.
Oh, like a one at a time order?
Yeah, do one at a time.
That would annoy me.
Yeah.
Especially if you're busy.
Yeah.
He just gets pissed.
You got to put out a happy.
Hey, get all your stuff together. Come on. Time is money.
I'm standing there.
Knock this out, and I can go on to the next person.
I'm standing there. I said, he wants the whole order when you guys come up here next time. Can you please have the whole order? Yeah. They said, oh, that's what he wanted?
Whoa.
I went, for certain things in life.
Yeah. It's a simple request.
Competence. Politeness. And respect. That's all
and get your order straight.
Yeah, come on.
Then on top of it, when they say I can get his attention. Hey, I said, dude, you're not gonna get his attention that way. He's gonna get mad.
No. Oh yeah. No, never holler.
Never
holler.
Or they shake their drink.
Okay, so let me ask you, James. What's the best way to get a bartender's attention? Or is there not? Is that a trick question? Because does the bartender know You're there.
First of all, bartenders
Patience.
should be observant and see when people need drinks.
Yes.
You know, and if they don't, they're probably busy doing something else.
Right.
But there is a way. Set your drink at the end of the bar.
Your empty glass, and just
Doesn't
be a
work
little
for us.
patient.
Sorry.
Be a little patient.
Doesn't work for us, Scott.
For you, it doesn't.
So that's for an observant bar. That's a good bartender. Okay, now we're talking like a mediocre bartender, someone that. But see, that's hard because they're probably going to get pissed about any little thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
But if they're new to it, they won't get as pissed. I've been doing this for a long time, so I've heard a lot of things over the years, and then dealt with a lot of different personalities over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And when you deal with that, you try to balance that, try to cater to everybody's needs, but sometimes you can't.
I know. We're only human.
You're having a bad day, or something's went wrong an hour before, and you're still thinking about it. But
have you ever had to kick somebody out?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Physically?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At Czars or
both?
Both.
Are you because you're working at Sandbar now, right?
Yeah.
It gets kind of rowdy there, doesn't it?
Not so much anymore. Not so much. It was at one point, and then they tore it
early.
That's cool.
The year stirred.
Yeah.
The
verdict's
I've
still
yet
out.
to see a live show out there, and I think Tom's invested in some pretty good equipment and stage,
especially outside.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The summer,
I've seen bands inside there, but the outside stage area.
That's a good draw. Right?
I know. I got to get with Tom because I start to, and I hate it, but I start to book up like first of the year for the summer, and that stresses me out. I don't like thinking about my summer that early, but I don't know if Tom.
That's the way he is. He wants to get it out the way. So
you hit me up about this like months ago, and I'm like, dude, I can't wrap my head around.
The funny thing is, I booked this show out. Right now we're booked out till there's 3 days left in June.
Yeah, at least you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but he's always worrying about it.
I'm always a pit bull though.
By the time April comes around, he's already in August.
Thinking of
Oh, I have to be.
Well, it's a cool setup. You got a cool thing going on here, and it's nice. It's nice to sit here and just chat. Yeah. Like at first, because I don't really listen to podcasts much, and haven't definitely been. I told you, before we started, I was on WIRX years ago, as a kid, but it wasn't like a long form. It was like playing the music. Okay, come back here. We got Mike Struwin. You got 3 minutes to tell us what you've been up to, And so this is kind of cool. It's laid back, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Feel comfortable.
Yep.
And actually, I always like to ask this the first segment of the show. But how'd you meet your wife?
Music, baby.
Really?
Yeah. Guitar.
Really?
Yeah. I was playing at Bell's Brewery.
Oberon Day.
Yeah. Oh, they got so many good days. Yeah. And this was. Well, we've been married 14 years, so this was probably 15 and a half years ago. And I was playing there in a band called Max and Struwin. That was before they made their like big stage on the other side of so it was like Eccentric Cafe days. And I was playing with this band, Ty Maxon, who's from around here. His mom's a great artist, and his brother does playwrights around here and is a good artist too. But him and I played together, had a band. So we were playing at Bell's. And my wife Amy was there with her parents, and she started dancing in front of me. I was like, "This girl's cute." she's got. I hope she's listening right now. She's got a beautiful white smile, just big smile. It's very, she lightens up a whole room, And so I should wrote a song about my last album was kind of like a dedication album. It's called Ginger Peach, and she's kind of my Ginger Peach because she's got ginger hair.
Wow, look at it shows he's still in love. He still has
heart.
He still has everything still.
Well,
it's awesome seeing you.
It is good.
You're smiling from ear to ear talking about her.
Well, you can't help it. I mean, if people go out to the shows to like talk to her and see her. Like I played at Watermark.
They don't talk to you.
No, seriously. It's like I played at Watermark last week, and there was like a handful of people showed up. It was a Wednesday, and they're like, "Where's Amy? Where's Amy? Where's Amy?" So I don't know. I'm here. Just shut up and listen to me. But they want to talk to her. And the thing with marriage though, man, you got to give time to your lady. You got to go do those weekends. when your kids are old enough, or if you don't have kids, like you gotta like still go on those dates, you know.
Should I ask them?
I know you. I thought you were going to. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Who proposed?
What?
Oh, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you propose to him?
I was. We were hiking up north.
You said who proposed?
Yeah, because the last one, she proposed to him.
Oh,
that's cool.
So I gotta
proposed
ask
to who?
I gotta ask that now.
I
gotta ask that now. So it was kind of weird.
It's usually the guy, right?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, we were hiking, hiking and biking up north, and we were all sweaty, and we always joke because like I saw her at her, you know, when she was raw and you know sweating and out of breath, and I was like, she still looks good. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. So I popped the question.
That's a good way.
Yeah, you got to test them out.
Stories like that. See, that makes me always smile. Stories like that.
Gives me hope.
There's hope. You're not married, James?
No.
Ever been?
No.
Gives me
Gotten close?
Close, yeah.
Makes
Twice.
me happy when I
like,
don't miss anything.
Something there's things that come up, little red flags.
Yeah. You should be able to pick those up automatically, but you don't. You have to.
It takes time.
Give it time.
It's the puppy love.
Yeah, the adorable honeymoon phase.
Oh yeah. That's real. Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
5 years down the road.
5 years down the road, or some people, it's even when like you're just when it's just official. Then there's something in their mind that just flips.
Yeah,
you know.
I know a guy got married within 3 months.
I know. I
meeting
heard
the
that.
person. Yeah, I was like, holy crap, that's fast.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
That's kind of cool though. I like your story.
You like my story?
Yeah, I did like your story on that one.
Well,
I asked everybody that question when they're.
So you got her at her vulnerable state.
Yes. Yeah, and it was cool because we were camping up north, and like UP style. We were there with her parents too, and I did ask her dad. Did I?
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. I was going back and forth between should I ask for permission or not, and I knew he would have been cool with it, you know, just from our conversations. So I wanted it to be a surprise. So I asked her, she said yes, and then we were all excited to go out to dinner that night. And then we went out to dinner, and then we told the parents that, hey, we're getting married, and they're like, oh, yeah. So it's been.
It was all good.
It was nice. It was fun.
Then kids came, and
well, we didn't have kids at that time.
I know. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, and then kids came. Well, so she did have a little 2-year-old when we met, my stepson John, and so I came into his life at about 3 years old.
Good for you.
And he stole my heart, that little kid.
Yeah.
And then so I've known him since he was 3. He's 18 now.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Time flies. We got a daughter. She's 13.
I did the same thing with my ex-wife. She had one before, and but I knew the dad and everything else, and he was cool with me. I was cool with him, and I took care of her. And my family still to this day, and I still to this day still talk to her and take care of her and do stuff with her. And
of course,
like
that love doesn't go anywhere.
No, my parents still take her on vacations, and when they go somewhere, and they still hang out, and they still probably pick her up during the day when she needs it.
Yeah,
she's 24 now.
Oh wow!
And my daughter's 21. So yeah, they still till this day.
Oh, that's good, and that's what I'm hoping for, man. When I'm old and they're older, it's like they're still gonna want to hang out with me.
Yeah.
Right now, my daughter wants nothing to do.
Oh yeah, it's a phase.
Nothing. It's a phase. Okay.
It's a phase.
My wife and I both. We're just like, what has happened?
How old?
She's 13.
Oh yeah.
I hope she's in bed right now. She should be in bed right now. I'm gonna start talking some serious trash about my daughter.
I actually took care of my daughter when she was in 7th grade on. She lived with me full time. So I had her, I'm thinking, oh my God, I had her through the worst time of the years, the worst time breakups.
Yeah.
Time of the month type stuff. And thinking, oh my God, what is all this shit's happening?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I had her the worst time, and the attitude changed and everything.
Were you married at the time, or you dealing with that all by yourself?
We were divorced, and I had her.
That would be rough.
And she picked me over her mom, and I've had her ever since. And
that says a lot, though, huh?
Yeah, now she's in college. So
wow.
Yeah, she's a
junior
in college.
How old are you?
46.
You're just so
yeah, I'm seeing that.
Kids early, huh? Were you one of those dudes that
25.
Knocked a chick up in high school?
No, I was 25 when I had her.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I was 25.
Oh man.
Right out of college.
Yeah, I started at 20. And my oldest daughter is 32.
Oh, so you got kids?
Yeah. 3.
Okay.
3.
You started at 20.
Yep.
That's young.
Then I had a big gap, 12-year gap before my youngest daughter was born.
Oh.
And then my son was a year and a half after that.
So you got 3 kids.
Yeah.
So you just never been married.
No.
Awesome. Do you still see your kids and have a good relationship with them?
Yeah, for the most part.
Cool.
They're all grown up, man. My son,
they're living their own lives.
He'll be 20 before you in August, and August, and then my daughter just turned 20. My youngest daughter turned 21. My oldest will be 33.
They got families and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your youngest?
I'm still in the area.
Is yours? How old? Your oldest? Youngest?
13.
13. So what do you guys have plans after high school?
Kicking her out. Reclaim my house. Reclaim my bathroom. You know, I mean, I don't know what her plans are, man.
Not your plans.
My plans.
Your
plans. I mentioned when we were muted that I had the best story ever when we were muted to our fans.
Go ahead. You got time now.
I'm just kidding. No, we have property up north in Frankfurt. So the plans are when she's out of high school for my wife and I to move up to Frankfurt and build up there. Yeah. We got about 2.5 acres.
Where the hell is Frankfurt?
Frankfurt's like right there. It's like 40 miles south of Traverse City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little town. So many wineries. We go up there all like for much of the summer. We're up there, and I've been slowly starting to get my foot in the door at different venues up there. So I've been playing a little bit, and so yeah, we go up there. We're going up to Traverse City for the spring break, and I got a gig up there this next week.
That's another great place to play.
TC is so much fun. There's so many good venues. I'm playing at a place called Delamar. It's a resort. It's really cool. Yeah.
When you go up there, I don't know if you have been yet. Left Foot Charlie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in that little village mental hospital.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
place.
That's a good spot. I haven't been there in a while. I should go there.
I love their wine.
Yeah, they do have good wine. Another thing I love about my wife, I know she's listening, so I'm just like I'm gonna have a good night when I go home, guys. No, but she picks out like she does the research. And so she loves to research and find the deals and the good restaurants and the good food and the happy hours and stuff. So, I may have to think about it, Not that my opinion would matter when it comes to that stuff.
That place, that up there.
There's awesome. So many good happy hours and so many places. To go, man. Yeah.
The old downtown area is beautiful, right on the lake.
Yep. Travis. Now in the summertime, though, that place is
never been there in the summer.
Unmanageable, or however you can't even get around. It's annoying but during the off season, it's cool.
In the fall, fall is always.
Even fall's busy though because of the colors.
I drove the colors.
Just going to drive up there and going through the hills and the colors of the trees, man.
It is,
beautiful.
The tour, the color tour.
Yeah, I drove there maybe 3 years ago, probably a little longer than that.
I think it was longer than.
So have you done the everybody? It's got those stickers, right? The M22.
Yeah.
Have you done the M22 road?
Yeah.
So if you do M22, that starts in Manistee, and so you go Manistee north, and then you go through a few towns, and then you go through Frankfurt. And so our property is right off M22. Yeah. We're only like a half mile from the Lake Michigan. It's pretty cool.
How many acres you said you have?
2.5.
Nice.
Yeah, we bought it like 7 years ago, and just love it. Just camping up there, The longest time we didn't have any water, didn't have any electricity, so just kind of like dry camping and stuff. But last summer we got electricity and water.
I will have to ask you, when did you get this book?
Oh yeah, so that's another part of the storyline. Campfire Stew and the Backwoods Jamboree. 6 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Came up with the idea while I was in graduate school, and it's kind of a way of melding my two worlds of education and music into the story, and it's just about this kid who kind of runs away from home, wants to play music, and he finds like different little creatures along the way, and they join a band together. And so the story's like music based and stuff. I had a while where I was like, oh, this is going to be my thing. And I did library performances. I did a couple school performances and stuff. A lot of work with the kids, you know, like the props and stuff. And my wife, God bless her, like helped me out with it. But at the end of those shows, we were just spent.
Trained.
Yeah, just the kids, man. And it was only like 45-minute shows, you know, but still. But I'm not giving up on it. It's just the time thing, man. You know, it's like
you gotta find the time for everything.
But I do it. It's in the bed. Like I got 2,000 of those books in my uncle's pole barn.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. Like so, it's like I got to do something with these. Like I don't want them just sit there and disintegrate.
That looks like Devin.
Which one?
The rabbit.
The rabbit looks like with the long hair. So totally. Yeah, I was telling you, I could recite
from high school.
Yeah, my drummer probably is subconsciously. I was like, that rabbit's gonna be Devin. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was a few years ago, and it was nice, like talking about my daughter and family and stuff. Like when she was younger, she would like help me, and that was like so much fun. Like she'd come and like do some of the shows with me and help me out. What do you see?
The rabbit hanging upside down.
Yeah.
No, it's in the storyline.
See, because
That's why I got caught.
Yeah, because the rabbit gets caught stealing vegetables.
Oh, okay.
And it's hanging upside down.
Yeah.
And when he meets him,
hey there, friend, how do you do? Let me tell you a little story about campfire stew. I could recite the whole thing verbatim.
So with your kids being so young when you wrote that, how'd they feel? Like, my dad's a writer. He wrote a book.
Yeah, I think there was a moment where they were impressed. And then they saw me walk around in my underwear at home, and then that faded real quick.
I'll ask you this question, since you are pretty well known, like he is, for being James behind the bar. And how does it feel with your kids walking around St. Joe? Hey, Mike, how you doing? And stuff like that. Do they get annoyed by that? Like, because you know everybody?
And, you know, I think it's because being from around here is why people know me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I get annoyed at that, just like going to the grocery store, not because like musically people want to say hi, but just like, it's like, I just want to get in and out of, you know, and you're like, oh, I went to high school with this guy, you know, or
he wears his headphones and he ignores people. Like he doesn't really listen.
I read lips.
Yeah.
He's not really listening to anything. He just walks through like he's listening to music.
Oh, it's really loud.
Can you read lips?
Yeah. I read lips
really
well. Yeah. But it's just so loud.
Yes.
And I don't want my hearing to go bad anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I put noise canceling headphones on just to muffle the sound. That's all.
Yeah.
I can still hear you.
Yeah.
I just
see, and you're making me feel bad because I need to do that.
Yeah.
I've yet to like really be proactive about my hearing, you know. I really do need to do that.
What?
But right.
What?
I don't, honestly, man, I don't get that a lot. People
don't?
No, people don't do that.
People don't walk up to you and say,
no, hey. I mean, someone would be like, hey, you know,
or
might ask me when my gig is or whatever, you know, and I'm happy to say that, you know, because hopefully they come out.
Yeah,
to
or
the
just
show.
scream your name from a distance. And
no,
your kids
that
are
doesn't
wondering,
happen. Oh my God, it's Mike. No, no. That's sorry, dude. Sorry to let you down.
No, my kids hated that.
Oh, you get that?
Yes.
Maybe I need to be a change.
My oldest daughter hated it. She hated it so much.
Yeah.
You know everyone.
I know.
Embarrassed to be around me.
Yeah, my daughter hated it.
When we go to the store together.
And I think that is just like growing up in a small town and you know, like it does kind of.
Shit, I was in Chicago when this happened to me too.
When she was in high school and her friends thought I was hot. And I was like,
yeah.
What can I say? I'm a young buck.
I'm the All-State guy.
Yeah.
No.
Did you played sports?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
Coloma. Yeah.
So you played football?
Football, basketball.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Did you go on to anything after that?
No. Dude, just gotta remember, I graduated in '91, and we still had the short shorts. That was no good, man.
Did that ruin your career?
That was decent. Yeah, it ruined my sight.
Really?
Yeah.
That got in your head?
Yeah, because those things like
that short.
Yeah, man.
Do you got any old pictures?
No.
I bet we could probably find some.
Oh my God.
I bet we could probably find some on that one.
You probably can find it back in the archives.
Probably.
But those shorts, man, those are horrible.
So, and it just was not good to play. Well, what would you? Oh yeah, Scott gonna look up.
I was. Oh, Scott.
Get it, Scott.
I was always on your side.
I'll call you Scott for her out.
I gave you the year too, didn't I? Damn it.
Oh, my daughter just texted me and said, "You're so mean." Did I say anything bad about her?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't think so.
Say you're gonna talk trash about her.
I did, but then I didn't.
No, you didn't. Not yet.
I was messing with her. Hey, she calls me weirdo all the time.
Oh, that's the only thing you said. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Dude, you can't let the shorts.
Yeah, the shorts
You let the shorts ruin you.
They ruin my.
Are you self-conscious about your legs?
No, just the shorts. Because you got to think about this. At that time, the Fab Five came off the long shorts, and we were the only school in the area with the short shorts.
Yep. Is if you were the only ones I can see.
Yeah. So I was like,
we were like the opposite team, like, here comes Coloma. Hey, boys.
At least to the thigh.
Oh my god.
That pissed me off, sports, man. That pissed me off.
You played sports.
I played football for a little bit. Well, I don't know if you guys know or remember, but I used to be really heavy.
I remember.
Yeah, so I was a lineman.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Oh, I should have told you don't bring that up.
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
No.
But since you did,
bring it up. Oh, this is your main question. So how fat were you back in the day, Mike? Tell us about it.
No, actually I was gonna mention
it.
I was gonna mention it all because yes, you were a little bit heavier back then.
Just say it.
No,
I was fat. Say it, Joe. You've been wanting to say this all day. You have been asking me all night. How fat were you?
Life.
No, actually, I used to hang out with him and everybody actually back then.
Yeah, no, dude. It was like junior year. Yeah. It was like junior year, and I was like, I'm tired of being so fat.
How'd you?
I didn't have a girlfriend. Junior year, never been kissed. How pathetic.
Seriously?
I can relate.
Seriously? What? When was your first kiss?
13. 12. Yeah, 12.
Dude, your mom
12?
doesn't count.
No, 12, 13. I went to senior prom when I was in 8th grade.
I
went to 5 proms.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he had a child at what age? 18?
But I'm also a hill, so everybody knew who we all were.
Oh. You guys have a reputation?
Me, Jack, yeah.
What's your around?
Yeah, we got around. We did.
I had no idea.
I lost my virginity at 14.
Oh, this is a story. How old was the girl?
21.
Yikes.
Damn.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Now, if this was flipped
here.
If this was flipped around, there'd be some prison time going on.
Yeah, that would have been.
Were you consenting?
Yeah.
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 You just let everything out.
Joe,
I'm
if
not
you can't
shy
talk,
about
yeah.
that.
What
I'm
did you
never
have
shy
any
about that.
questions that you didn't want asked?
Oh, no, never. I told my whole life story in this podcast.
Well,
it's like my therapy.
And he's not even drunk.
Yeah,
he's not even drunk.
Are you sure you didn't find that tequila bottle?
I'm still mad about the tequila bottle.
Were you here? What about? Wait a minute. You were here first last week.
I did no, because we gave it to that person.
So you do know who took it?
No, I don't know. I have to look at the video see what we did. With
I'm asking. You do know who took your virginity?
Oh yeah,
I was just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That was Jack.
Yeah, I did.
14. Well, geez, I hope my daughter is not listening because don't even think about it.
That's what I said to my daughter too.
That is way too young.
Yeah, it was too young. If I went back, that was a little too young.
But it sounds like you kind of didn't have a choice.
Yeah, dude, I had a blast.
But were you kind of taken advantage of?
No, not at all. No, sorry.
Well, I mean, no, that's good because that means that. But even so,
I did it all on my own.
I wonder if you guys are going to get in trouble after this show.
Nah.
Not me. I didn't do it.
Is that how you guys became friends? Jeez.
No video over here.
No video. I do.
That's what all that baby oil is doing over in the corner.
Actually, I do have another question before we do let you go, since we do tell people 10 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
One of my last questions is, Do you have anything up and coming gonna be happening, or since you said you do make records or CDs and stuff like that, what anything up and coming out?
Yes, this is good. Full circle. This is a good way to conclude the show. Thank you, man, for asking. Yeah, I have been working with the band that I'm playing with now, Mike Struwin Band. We have been working on an album for about a year now. We went. Sometimes it just takes time, especially when you're doing it on your on your own. You don't have like a record company, saying you got to get it done, a deadline, So we're working on an album. I'm hoping probably fall of this year, September, October. My goal, what I'd really love is to have like an actual vinyl, because as I mentioned, I love collecting vinyl. I'd love to have my own, but I'm like super, I am really excited about how it's sounding. It's the first time that this band, Mike Struwin Band's been in the studio. It's all original music.
Yeah.
You mentioned Morgan Engel. I think she's going to sing on it.
Nice.
And we have super stoked. We have a saxophone player who's played with Bon Iver. We don't know if you guys know him, but he's pretty damn famous.
Yeah.
And he's lending his talents to the album.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's coming up. As far as shows go, well, we always, we're playing at Rybel's a few times. I play solo there throughout the summer. And then Wally's and Saugatuck, and then we got a couple up north shows. This summer's a little bit more laid back than some past summers. Not a whole lot of shows, but
keep you busy.
I'm on Facebook. I'll start to update my website soon with the summer shows, so people can check that out at mikestruwin.com. And yeah, that's what I got going, man.
Do you have any questions?
No, that was. Yeah, a good hour and 20 minutes.
Actually, I do have
Sorry
one
about
more.
that.
I do.
That's
I'll
all
take
good.
his question. You made a song about somebody of a local legend in this town, didn't you?
Who?
Or
I made a song about a local legend?
yeah,
I don't think so.
you didn't.
But I should.
There's someone said you made a song about.
Slippery Bob?
Yeah,
No, but I should.
you should.
Did I?
I thought you did.
Well, I didn't make a song about him, but he was in the song.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jimmy Ruff?
Yeah.
Remember Jimmy Ruff? Hey, talk like this. That
Yeah,
he was so cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking for someone to have that kind of voice at the beginning of one of my songs. So I had him record. I don't know how that worked. Oh my God. So I wrote this song called Cuckoo Kazoo, and it was about living in Kalamazoo. And every single house that I stayed at in the 6 years I lived in Kalamazoo, it was a new house every year. You know what I mean? And every single house, this guy would find us on the porch. His name was Bo Bad. That's his name. That's what he said his name was. And he would always come up and like be like, "Hey guys," and he kind of sounded like Jimmy Ruff, and he'd want to sing with us, and then he'd always ask for like a drink or something. And so I wrote the song about college days in Kalamazoo. Like the line goes like, "Bo Bad stepping in, take your cans and drink your gin." That's kind of like what he would do.
Yeah.
And so I had Jimmy Ruff kind of do like a little spotlight thing. So
They-
maybe that's what you're
Yeah.
thinking of.
Actually, yeah, because because it did hit the radio a couple times,
Yeah.
and you played it at other venues a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now that I'm thinking about how, because I was like, how did I get his voice? How did we do that? And it was at WIRX
Yeah.
and the Jason Lee show. Him and I both were booked, and we were talking. And then after the show, I was like, "Jim, will you just read the script for me?" And he like nailed it like that. And so that's how I got his voice. That's on YouTube or whatever. It's called Cuckoo Kazoo. You can hear
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty.
So yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
I should write a song about Slippery Bob.
Do you do all originals? That was my other
No,
question. That was
I-
actually one of my questions I wanted to ask. I just remember.
No. I'd like to, but I think people get bored of that.
Okay.
Or at least my mind tells me that they are. So I'm like, these people want to hear Freebird, and I'm not going to do it. But that's what they want to hear.
Right.
So
So do you want to do last call?
Yes, we can. All right, we're gonna do last call. Well, he just told us what he's
I
gonna do.
said, do you want to do?
No, that's true. He just already did the last call. You just
I'll do
No,
my last call.
you do yours now.
Yeah.
About
So thank you once again for coming out. Last call is pretty much is what we think about and stuff like that. So my last call to you is thank you. And sorry for the difficulties that we had and sticking out and still doing the show with us.
Of course.
And your story, can't wait to hear more about it because it is awesome storyline. And you could tell the passion that you have for music, the passion that you have for your family, and everything that you do. It shows in your face. And it's thrilling to see someone that passionate about everything that they're doing. Thank you for coming on, and you keep rocking it out.
Appreciate it, Joe, dude. Thank you for those words, man. Thanks for having me, James.
Yeah, no
Joe.
All right, guys. If you, you guys didn't get this before we started, but this is episode 165. We had Mike Struwin on for the night. All right, guys. This is the last part of the show. We're gonna say, hey, if you're watching on any of our platforms, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share our videos so we can get the algorithm correct and more people can watch. And we have Wednesday the legendary Pat Moody on.
Oh, nice.
And we'll be wrapping that show up on Wednesday and heading into next week. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching so much, and we'll see you Wednesday. See you later.